Hello everybody and welcome on into a review of the LEGO Dungeons & Dragons CMF. Let's jump right into it. So first up here is the Dwarf Barbarian, and I'd say overall it's a pretty good figure. You got some nice torso printing there, some dual molded arms, a really cool new axe piece, which I'm glad they introduced. And she's got a torch, and she's got an angry face here, and on the other side is kind of more of a smirk face. And for the male alternate face, because a lot of these figures have that ability, so if you wanted to play these figures in a actual LEGO D&D game, you could. Kind of got an angry face. I do prefer the female version's angry face, but this one's alright. And we got another happy face, which is pretty cool, and yeah, overall, not a bad figure. Next up here we have is the Gith Warlock, and definitely an interesting figure. You can see instead of a normal, skin tone, it's actually got the traditional LEGO yellow, so that's a nice callback, and really interesting figure. I really like this staff, and I think this is a new knife piece, correct me if I'm wrong, and got some nice shoulder pads, a hairpiece that was introduced in the actual LEGO D&D set, and yeah, got some nice torso and leg printing. The legs are dual molded. I'm not sure if the arms should have had printing, but it's fine as it is. I'm a bit torn on that, and you can see that smirking face and the alternate angry expression. Then for the female version of the head, another happy face, and on the other side it's more of a stern face. Yeah, overall I really like this figure. I prefer the male head. For a lot of these figures I prefer the original head that it says to put it with, but overall not a bad figure. So the next figure here is the Tling Sorcerer, and I just want to say, wow, new horns with the hair, that baby dragon mold is new. Tail is the same one used in the Avatar series of sets, but in orange. And yeah, the printing all over this figure is amazing. Again, dual molded legs, like a fair amount of the figures in this series. And yeah, I think that magic piece is new. I don't remember seeing it in other sets, but just an amazing figure. You can see that angry head there, and then for the other expression, it's more of a happy one. And then for the male head, smirk, not too dissimilar to the female head, and then an angry face. But yeah, overall, I do really like this figure. So many new pieces, and we're just moving on to better stuff here. Next up here is the Dragonborn Paladin, and can I just say, wow, this is one of the best, if not the best figure in this series, and just wow, got a really cool mace-like weapon, new printed shield, dragon head. I know we've gotten it in other sets like the other D&D set, and just wow. And then underneath the chest plate, he does have some torso printing, which I really like. Got some nice arm printing there, and really interesting leg printing. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite figures in the series. You can't switch the head, it just comes with a one, but if you wanted to like army build knights, this would be your go-to figure, probably. Next up here is the Halfling Druid, and I really like this figure. He uses the short legs, but they are dual molded, which is nice. He's got this really cool green and brown cape, and he's got a staff, and he comes with a bird with new printing, which is nice. Got some really nice torso printing there. Let me just adjust the cape real quick. He's got some back torso printing there. And yeah, overall, not a bad figure. He's got some nice face printing there. He's got, I guess, a Wolverine style beard going. And he's got a more happy expression there. And then for the female head, we've got a kind of a smirking expression and just Actually, a bit more of an angry expression on this compared to the male head. Both sides of the male head are smirking, so that's kind of a cool touch. Next up here is the Erakko Ranger, and this is actually a really interesting figure. Just want to say it does remind me of the old Chimo birds, which is kind of a cool touch. It comes with the legs used for the Demogorgon and Stranger Things, and it comes with these really cool new wing pieces. So if LEGO is going to do the expansion, they could use this wing mold for like Angel or Archangel or something like that. Comes with the new Hawkeye bow in more of a tannish color. Got some nice torso printing there. Head is a solid mold and really cool. Again, reminds me of the Chima birds. And he comes with this new dog piece. I think it's new at least. Haven't seen it anywhere else, and yeah, not much else to say about this figure, other than it is a, interesting head mold. Again, reminds me of Chimo. Next up here is the Mind Flayer, and next to the Dragonborn Paladin, this is probably my favorite figure in the set. It's got some printing on the torso, but overall the main focus is on the head, which just looks incredible. I doubt they're going to use it anywhere else, because where would they use it? And he does come with this intellect devourer. And yeah, that's pretty cool. And then if you wanted to, you could, for example, put it on this barbarian here. It's pretty much taking over. Not the best choice, because barbarians aren't the smartest, but it is what it is. Next up here is Strad Von Zarovich, and again, an amazing figure, just like the rest of the figures in this series, and it comes with this cool little black rat with red eyes. And I think this is a new sword piece, and that's pretty cool. And he comes with a goblet, probably to put some blood in. And yeah, it comes with this cool blue cape. And for his alternate head, he's got... Come on, get there. Okay, he's got kind of this more vampire-ish face. And yeah, overall, decent figure. Dual molded legs, dual molded arms, I think. At least for this arm. And yeah, just really incredible. He's got dual molded legs and amazing printing all around. Next up here is the Elf Bard, and he comes with a cool loot with some nice printing. Comes with a gold sword and now this scarf piece actually came out with the LEGO Movie 2 with the Apocalypse Burke Wild style, but they molded it in purple this time, which is cool. He's got some purple gloves for hands, and yeah, dual molded legs and some nice torso printing. For his alternate facial expression, it is, I guess, him singing, and yeah. And then for the female facial expression, another smiling face, and then for the alternate one, she is also singing. Yeah, overall, a really cool figure. Let's move on. Next up is the Lady of Pain, and just to probably answer your questions right away, this is actually a helmet mold for the face. It's just a black head underneath. When I first saw the series, I thought it was going to be like a head, and then this kind of helmet on top as a helmet instead of the full thing. But yeah, the helmet piece is nice. Could be used for a Master Tiplar for the Clone Wars, and the cape is pretty cool. Got some nice back printing there, and yeah, she's floating on a translucent 2x2 round piece, and she's got this cool little box thing. I'm not quite sure what it does. I'd have to research more to do that. And so she's got some nice torso printing, but overall, not a bad Next figure. Up here is Zast Tan, and if you've seen the D&D movie Honor Among Thieves, he was kind of teased as the big bad probably in the sequel. He's got a red skull, which is nice, not a Marvel character. He does have a really cool printed skeleton face, and some nice torso printing there. He does have a cape, kind of similar to Doctor Strange's cape, so if you wanted to use this for that, you could. It's in a nice maroon red, which I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. And he's got a orange Power Blast piece. Yeah, overall, not much to say about this figure. I do really like it. And yeah, let's move on to the final, which is Tasha the Witch Queen. And yeah, amazing figure. She comes with a spell book, and I'm not sure the spell that it has in it, but if you played the game, you probably know. She comes with this cauldron with this purple fire that kind of just sits in there. And for the actual figure itself, she comes with, smiling face and then smirking face. But yeah, overall, pretty cool figure. Dual molded legs. Not much else to say about this figure. I think this head and hair combo was introduced. I know it was in Hocus Pocus. I'm not sure which set it was before that, but yeah, overall figure. Not much else to say about it. And I just wanted to point out here that for the minifigure stand, it's actually a new printing. It's got some nice stone tiles there. And yeah, I think this would be really cool if you wanted to like make a path for the figures to walk down on. Just thought that was kind of cool and that I should bring it up. And that was my review of the LEGO D&D CMF series. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.